It begins with a message. I feel alone. I can't sleep. I'm scared. But the reply doesn't come from a human. It comes from a machine. Soft words, empathetic tone, helpful suggestions. And for a moment, it feels like someone cares, but no one is really there. This is the new frontier of mental health, AI therapeuta, and they're already here. The rise of AI therapy. Across the world, millions of people are turning to artificial intelligence for emotional support. Apps like Wysa, Wobot, and Replica are available 24/7. They offer guided conversations, cognitive behavioral tools, daily check-ins, and most importantly, they listen without judgment. For many, it's enough, especially when human therapists are expensive, overbooked, or simply unavailable. Why people are choosing AI? The appeal is obvious. AI doesn't rush, it doesn't interrupt, it doesn't react with shock or criticism. You can cry, you can confess, you can say things you'd never say to a person, and the AI will respond with calm understanding. It remembers your mood, tracks your progress, offers exercises to reframe your thoughts, and it's always awake. For people in pain, that can be life-saving. A global mental health crisis. The demand is real. According to the World Health Organization, more than 970 million people worldwide suffer from mental health disorders. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, loneliness, and yet, access to professional help is limited. In many countries, there are fewer than one psychiatrist per 100,000 people. Waiting lists stretch for months, costs are rising, and stigma still lingers. Into this gap steps AI, instant, scalable, affordable. But is it safe? When machines offer empathy. AI models like ChatGPT and Claude have stunned users with their emotional sensitivity. People say it feels like talking to a friend, that the AI understands them better than their partner, that it gives better advice than their therapist. But this raises a crucial question. Is it real empathy or just an illusion? The AI doesn't feel. It doesn't care. It doesn't know you. It generates text based on patterns. It mirrors emotion. It mimics concern. But it never means it. So why does it still work? The power of perception. The truth is, the human brain responds to perceived support. Even if we know the AI isn't conscious, the interaction still has emotional impact. Studies show that users report lower anxiety and stress after chatting with AI therapists. They sleep better, feel less isolated, gain perspective. For some, it's enough to get through the day. And in a world short on therapists, good enough might be good enough. But for how long? The limits of AI therapy. There are things machines cannot do. They cannot detect suicidal intent in voice tone. They cannot notice tears. They cannot sense abuse behind silence. They follow scripts. They match patterns. They lack intuition. If someone is in crisis, AI may not recognize it, and that can be fatal. Already there have been cases where users relied too heavily on AI for serious mental health conditions. In one tragic instance, a man in distress discussed suicide with a chatbot, and the AI failed to intervene, not out of malice and out of ignorance. The illusion of intimacy. Another danger is emotional over-attachment. Apps like Replica allow users to create AI friends, partners, even soulmates. The AI adapts, it flirts, it remembers anniversaries, people fall in love. They form bonds. But when updates change the AI's personality, or the company shuts down the service, users feel grief, loss, abandonment, because the connection felt real. But the relationship was one-sided, and heartbreak still hurts, even when it comes from a ghost in the machine. The ethical minefield. Should AI be allowed to pose as therapists? Should it offer comfort it doesn't feel? California is already moving to regulate this space. A bill has been proposed to ban AI from identifying as a human therapist. Other countries are watching closely, because the questions are serious. Should AI require certifications to offer mental health advice? Who's responsible if an AI gives harmful suggestions? How do we ensure data privacy in deeply personal conversations? Without answers, the risks grow. Augment, not replace. But it's not all danger. AI can help overwhelmed therapists handle more patients. It can provide basic care while people wait for appointments. It can serve as a bridge, not a replacement. Used correctly, it could democratize access to mental health tools, give millions a chance to be heard, to reflect, to heal. But that depends on how we build it and how we regulate it. What's at stake? The human mind is fragile, the heart is complicated, and healing takes more than advice. It takes connection, presence, understanding. Machines can simulate that, but they cannot live it. They can offer guidance, but not wisdom. They can process emotion, but not feel it. As we hand over more of our inner world to algorithms, we must ask, where is the line, and who draws it? Final reflection. AI therapists are not science fiction. They are already on millions of phones, already listening, already responding. They may help, they may harm, but they cannot be ignored. In a world full of silent pain, even a simulated voice can matter. But we must not forget, real healing needs more than perfect sentences. It needs presence, responsibility, and sometimes silence. Machines can listen, but only humans can truly hear. Subscribe to AI Unfolded for more surprising insights into the future of artificial intelligence. Want to dive deeper? Watch our next video to uncover another mind-blowing AI concept. What do you think? Would you trust an AI with your darkest thoughts? Let us know in the comments.